Hi, my name is Jack Peterson. Obviously on Dr. Amanda Noelle's channel, I am her twin flame, and I have a divine masculine message for you today. So right now is the time of the Syrian Gateway, and this is a time of spiritual awakening. It's basically a portal from July 3rd to July 7th, where we can experience a massive up-leveling in our spiritual growth. And at this time, whenever we are going through a massive up-leveling in our lives, we often experience a massive amount of fear that manifests as self-doubt, as limiting beliefs, and shame, and this holds us back. Yet, it is extremely important to note that it is a normal part of the process of our evolution of consciousness. Whenever we are taking a great leap forward in our growth and evolution, there will always be some fear that comes up, some echo that comes up and reminds us of how we used to be in the past. As a metaphor, or actually a real situation, whenever we go home to our parents, right? As the quote goes, if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your parents. Those fears and limiting beliefs come back, right? Because you remember who you used to be. You remember your limitations growing up with your family and in society. Now, as I said, this is a time for awakening. The planet of Sirius is coming very, very close to Earth, and we are able to get downloads from them. Whether you believe or not that there are advanced spiritual beings that live there on another level of dimensions potentially or not, there is an evolution happening, especially in that period of time. Now, I was talking with Amanda, my beloved twin flame, this morning, and she is going through a time of having a lot of fears come up. And you don't have to worry. This is a natural, thing that happens usually every month at some point. But she couldn't sleep last night because she had a lot of intensity going on. And I want to share with you that the Native Americans believed in what they called Wetikos. Wetikos are entities that they believed attached to us. And they basically thrive off of our shame, our fear, and our limiting beliefs. And this brings us tremendous suffering. Now, I'm sure you're aware that, part of the human experience is suffering if we choose that. Whether we choose it or not, it happens every now and then. These Wetikos do not control us if we don't allow them to. In a sense, they are voices in our own mind. You could call them demons, call them fears or self-doubts that whisper way back deep down, and they make us believe that we're not good enough. They make us believe that we're not worthy. And guess what? It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Now, the way that we deal with these Wetikos is we don't try to run away and avoid them and act like they're not there. Because if we cut off from that part of ourselves and we believe that it's not there, that doesn't necessarily help. Sometimes that can make them thrive even more. That can allow our fears to control us even more. But if we are able to accept this part of ourselves, this part of the human experience that's oftentimes there, we can heal that part of ourselves. We can, in a sense, love this part of ourselves. In order to raise our consciousness as light workers, as twin flames who want to change the world, we must awaken our consciousness. And in that process, we must move into a state of unconditional love. And that means loving everything. This is the master teaching. to get to 5D consciousness. We must love even the fears and limiting beliefs and the self-doubts that hold us back most. We must accept those and acknowledge it. Say, hi fear and self-doubt. I see you, I hear you. And guess what? I'm gonna put you in the back seat. You get the back seat of the bus. Okay? And more often than not, they listen. They're like, okay, Jack, I respect that. So instead of avoiding these parts of ourselves, we embrace them. And we trust that we are capable enough, that we are strong enough to handle these dark places of ourselves, these shadow sides to us, okay? As a light worker, it is not all about love and light. We also have a shadow, and we must embrace the lower chakras, the root chakra, the deep, dark depths of who we are as human beings. That's part of this experience. That's who we are, okay? So during this time of growth and evolution, it's time to take a rest. This is also a time of Mercury in retrograde, so it's time to reflect, rejuvenate, recuperate, all those things. Remember, meditation, breath work, Tai Chi, Qigong. These are wonderful, wonderful practices to help us get more embodied, more in our heart, to help us release toxic energies. I'm actually doing a liver cleanse lately, and so I'm releasing some anger. I'm loving my anger unconditionally. I'm releasing it. I'm loving it by expressing it, ideally in a safe way, doing Qigong and Tai Chi and these other practices I have of emotional release. And it's emptying my cup, so to speak, so that I can fill it up with light, okay? So, I also want to mention to you before we wrap this up that Amanda has a self-love booty camp workshop coming up very soon. Register below, the link in the description box. Also, I personally am hosting a men's retreat for committed men who are passionate about personal development, who want to explore more about what it means to be a man in this day and age, in this new world, this new paradigm that we're moving into. The retreat will be held in Northern California. I will put the link below to sign up for that. Feel free to message me or email me as well if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching this. I love you, I trust in you, I know you are capable of achieving the goals and dreams that you have. You are so worthy of love, of your twin flame union, of living the life that you want to live on your terms, of embodying freedom, happiness, joy, well-being, all of that. I love you so much, and I will talk with you soon.